The group working to preserve the historic Second Presbyterian Church of Chicago is now celebrating a milestone. The nonprofit will reinstall a 133-year-old stained glass window starting tomorrow. The church at the intersection of Michigan Avenue and Cullerton was built in 1901. Right now, the church looks almost exactly like it did at the beginning of the 20th century after renovations from a fire that destroyed its interior. Friends of Historic Second Church have finished more than 20 restoration projects total.
Something special happens when you have the right people together who share a passion in a beautiful place, all working toward the same goal.
The jeweled window was designed by Louis Comfort Tiffany, the son of the founder of the iconic Tiffany brand. The restoration has taken 14 months and it should be fully reinstalled by this Thursday.
We're getting to see right now what they did that long ago.
It's like we're stepping back in time for artisan Tom Venturella.
I've got a bit of an historian in me, and it's nice to be able to kind of step back in time and just see what happened. And there it is.
And there it is, the renowned 133-year-old jeweled window being reinstalled. After 14 months of painstaking conservation work by Venturella.
It's a lot of patience and a lot of focusing on the restoration of these. This particular window, which we've just finished, which was the Marshall Field window, what they refer to as a jewel window.
This was originally donated by Marshall Field in 1927, who founded the famed department store. Now, piece by piece, crews carefully handled the massive window, working from the top to the bottom.
When you get to look at this window now, you're looking at it as if it was 1893, 1894.
The restoration of this unique, one-of-a-kind monumental window is a part of the continuing mission of Friends of Historic Second Church.
It's historical and it can't be reproduced. You could never make this again to the quality that it is.
The window is composed of 12,000 pieces of glass with more than 1,000 glass jewels. Venturella says he and his partner work day and night to clean the artwork. He says it's the dirtiest he's worked on in his career. Take a look at the before, during the process, and after. The painstaking cleanup makes a huge difference.
Filthy also works. Yeah, it was really, really dark. It was really, really dirty.
The cost to restore one Tiffany window? $750,000. More than 200 people donated, including family foundations.
This project costs more than the one that we did most recently because of the increase in steel prices, increase in aluminum prices, as well as the gasoline it took to move the window back and forth across the country for restoration.
The reinstallation of the window is expected to take 3 to 4 days. Once it's done, Friends of Historic Second Church promise it will be a stunning revitalization.
Casey. Hi, Dawn, and it is a stunning transformation after decades of dust, dirt, and grime, which dimmed the vibrancy of this work of art. It is now letting light back in.
Some would call this a museum of stained glass.
16 feet tall, 12,000 pieces of glass, and a 133-year-old masterpiece has returned to the South Loop.
What you're seeing is the summit of many years of work.
After years of fundraising and 15 months of meticulous restoration work, Louis Comfort Tiffany's jeweled window, dating back to 1893, is shining again at the corner of Michigan and Cullerton, inside Second Presbyterian Church of Chicago.
That's the last time anybody saw that window look that colored.
For Andy Pierce, the executive director of Friends of Historic Second Church, the window represents more than art.
It's also got big ties to Chicago history. So it's living history that takes us back to some of the first families of Chicago and their industry and their gifts in this art.
Originally donated by Marshall Field, the piece was deconstructed before making a careful journey to New York, where Tom Venturella and his team of artisans worked through decades of environmental buildup.
We are stained glass conservators, and our specialty over these many years has been Louis Comfort Tiffany.
The tedious craft of cleaning, repairing, and reassembling the century-old glass must be done by hand.
They're all in crates, so the window does not come out in one big large section. There were actually 10 crates of glass that made up this window, and we work literally through the crates one after another.
They have a map of how they tracked all of that, cleaned it, reassembled it, put it back. It is what they do for a living. It's what they have decades of experience in.
Ultimately revealing the window's original brilliance.
It just redefines patience for openers. What I love is it's the history of this place. This is our patrimony. These are American windows.
9 of the church's 12 monumental stained glass windows were designed by Tiffany. So far, 4 have been restored as part of an ongoing effort to preserve the church's historic sanctuary. The restoration of this window alone costing $750,000. And you can see the window up close and in person. Friends of Historic Second Church, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, provides free tours 3 days a week. Live in the South Loop, Casey Cronus, Fox Chicago.